bull. Oh, nobody just disappears in a thin air.
Yes, I agree. Someone must have seen something.
Well, no one want to hurt her. Everybody loves her.
Not everybody.
She keeps them all in a shadow in a pretty cabinet. Let them in cage, she said, just like Marie Antoinette. Building everything, every strong, anything, any time, invitation you can be.
Pantomime is one of the biggest traditions in Britain, and over 60 years has remained the most popular and celebrated next to Carnival in the local town of Bridgwater. This documentary will be looking briefly into the world of the local pantomime, its past and present, as well as its community, to give an insight as to what happens both on and off stage, to answer the primary question, what will the future of pantomime be? Every year in January, the local carnival communities and volunteers come together to put on a beloved tradition, Bridgwater Pantomime. But how do you turn an ordinary town hall into a whimsical storybook performance of entertainment? Well, a lot of that comes down to one of the main driving forces, being the stage crew, a team that I myself have been a part of for 2 years. How we work together and with the Pantomime Society to create and move handmade scenery and settings to Town Hall, set them up. It's surprising how one moment during a performance you're by yourself and checking the script for cues, and then the next moment there's both sides of the wings bustling with both stage crew and performers ready to go on stage and, change sets between blackouts. But before the show's even put on for viewing, it's down to us as a team to set up all the backdrops, props, sets, and more to create a world that the performers can react within for entertainment. However, being a part of the stage crew is a very important role, so you'd have to be ready, always on the go, because anything can and has gone wrong. For example, one of my experiences of something going wrong on set has been in the 2016 Snow White pantomime, when during a blackout period before the next scene, we had to change the set for the next part. With all the cast rushing off stage, some walked into the closing backdrops and almost caused the whole boards to fall over into the audience. If it wasn't for our team being on alert and stabilising it before any problems occurred, things could have been worse. One of the benefits, luckily, that the pantomime has in its favour compared to other scripted shows is that it's always improvised, meaning each night's unique through each performance. Some nights things will go wrong, but the performers on stage will manage to hold it together and work with whatever happened to bring joy and story moving. Although it seems that the present day has become a large contrast to the past, I myself as a child used to watch Puss in Boots at one point, years ago, and back then the turnout was huge, absolutely packed. But with recent years the turnout's become less and less audience-wise if you take the school trips and the party buses out of the equation. Since the demographic seems to be mostly elderly and some very young kids, this could be due to very little advertising around town, only being posters in varied places, main board around the town hall being the only form of advertising to anyone new to the town. Another factor could be how the scripts are written, as a lot of the jokes are catered to a very elderly audience, some dating back to 1960s commercials, instead of the current age or even at the least young children. And unfortunately, a lot of the jokes even then miss in the humour department. Being written by one of the oldest members of the pantomime committee, there doesn't seem to be many opportunities for younger, new perspectives for references and fresh jokes catered to the current audience or even the current time. But if the pantomime's gone this long, then something must still be working, right? So with Bridgwater Pantomime lasting 60 years so far with smiles, laughter and whimsy for generations, the burning question remains. Bridgwater Pantomime's been around for 60 years, but will it be around for 60 years more?
In the sky above.